As it states in the syllabus, you are responsible for two kind of research projects this semester. And the first one is going to be a group project. You will be, I know I can hear the moaning and groaning, and I can hear and feel the eye rolls coming from you all as I say this is a group project. However, it is and it will be a group project. And I am asking you guys within those groups, within groups of three, which I will talk about in just a second, you will be responsible for putting together a PowerPoint presentation, which you will record using, well, any real methods of recording if you have something different than the option that have given you here. So that you will record and then upload in Canvas. So the first part, the first step of this process though, is to choose which topic that you would like to explore. And the wonderful thing about this project is that we are spanning about 1200 to 1500 years of literature. And that's a lot of material that has been written from the Anglo-Saxons to Jane Austen. And I cannot cover everything in 15 very short weeks. So to kind of of get you guys familiar with some of the subgenres or various different authors, or kind of have you more familiar with some of the movements or sub-movements and stuff that are going on in our in England, socially, culturally, politically. I have kind of picked out some topics that I think are pretty interesting for you all to choose from and then research. So you'll notice that I have broken down these choices by units, and that's important because depending on the choice you choose is going to depend on when the assignment is due. So if you are, hey, I want to get this done out of the way, it's one less thing I have to worry about at the end of the semester when everything is going to be, coming down the pike. You may want to sign up for a topic in Unit 2. I have a couple of choices: mystery and morality plays, and then the Cult of Mary and the Cult of Chivalry, which is one of the things that we talk about in the Unit 1 overview. In Unit 2, I've called it The Wider World and the Scientific Revolution, and then there are three choices in Unit 3, Debating Women, Liberty and Print Culture, and the Rise of the Novel, which of course will lead us into Unit 4 when we read our novel. But I have provided for each of these topics a kind of description or overview of what each of these topics is. So feel free to read these for yourselves. So this has to do with the conversion to Christianity, mystery, morality plays. The wider world basically is another word for exploration, scientific discovery, obvious. So anyways, these are your topics to choose from. I think they're all equally fascinating, and I can't wait to see which ones you choose. But as you'll see, I've created a sign-up sheet for you all to go into. It's a Google Doc, and you'll choose which topic you want, and that will be the basis of your groups that I'll put you in. So once you've gotten once I've gotten your groups together, and once you've chosen the topic that you want to work with, within your group, you're going to research your chosen topic. A great place to start is with the introductory information in your Norton Anthology of English Literature. And you'll really want to find some good, solid sources, which I'll talk about in just a second. And then, in addition to researching your topic, I want you guys to find some examples of authors and works their works that embody that cultural movement or context. And that's really where your Norton Anthology of English Literature is going to come into play. I want you to provide a brief overview of the author, kind of give me some information about them, kind of an overview of their life, their claim to fame, etc., and as well as their text that you have chosen to indicate their contemporary influence and lasting impact. So as I said, each topic corresponds with a unit, so the due dates are going to fluctuate. And you can see the due dates down below. So specific requirements, you're going to create a PowerPoint, a 6 to 10 slide, content slide to illustrate your presentation with a cover slide and works cited slide. That's a total of 8 to 12. Each content slide should contain at least one image. And you also keep in mind the kind of tips for making a good PowerPoint. You want to limit the use of words for each slide, and instead I'm asking that each group member create a script of sorts for what they want to say for their portion of the presentation. As far as research, you are going to be required to have 3 reliable sources for your presentation, and that can be anywhere from .org websites, or you can use the library. Has some wonderful kind of encyclopedia type sources available that will help you, as does the database, the Literature Resource Center. So please get with me if you're interested in using any of those types of places, which I encourage you to do so. Please refrain from using unreliable sources like Wikipedia. Wikipedia is a good place to start, but that shouldn't be kind of the basis of the information that you use within your slide. And then, of course, keep track where you find your content, because you are going to be required to have an MLA works cited slide. Each group member is responsible for writing their own portion of the presentation, or script as I like to call it. So while you are working as a group, it is up to the individual group person to be responsible for creating their portion of the presentation. Using Canvas and Canvas Studio, Zoom, or any other recording equipment, make a recorded presentation of your PowerPoint. And then I have a video and some pictures below on how to do that. Some other presentation requirements. It's worth 100 points, but the presentations are based on meeting the requirements that I've laid out here, as well as, organization, spelling, grammar, etc. So take a look at these pictorials and videos that I have here, but I just really wanted to give you an overview of the assignment so you know what's expected. Should you have any questions, and the sign-up sheet is in your week 1 module. So let me know if you have any questions, and this should be a really exciting project. It's the first time I'm doing it, so I'm excited to see what you guys come up with and how it turns out.